What's good, Skins fans? I don't have any Skins gear on, but I do have my magnet in the car. I don't know if you can see this, Super Bowl champs. Got a helmet in the car. Just left this in the car. I need to bring this in the house for real, but I don't have any Skins gear on. But of course, you guys heard the news that Scott Turner is going to be our offensive coordinator. There's zero. I think they made it. I think they made it official that they're going to hire him. But that means Kevin O'Connell is out the door. He's looking elsewhere. I kind of got that vibe when because Ron Rivera was hired. He had the press conference Thursday, right? He was hired Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever that was. He was really hired on Tuesday because Black Monday. We had Black Monday. Rivera was really named the coach on Tuesday, so it's been about a week. And I think the thing that it took so long for them to announce the offensive coordinator, I think if O'Connell was going to be the offense coordinator, I don't think they would have did interviews. I think they just would have been like, oh, okay, O'Connell, this is your job. I think that's how it would have went down. But when you knew they were going to interview Scott Turner and possibly Pat Shermer and all this other stuff, I just knew O'Connell was going to come back. Now, my personal opinion, I feel like they should have kept O'Connell. I'm not going to say this is a bad hire. I think Scott Turner has a lot of potential and whatnot. He's North Turner's son. We know how it ended with North Turner in D.C. It wasn't too great, wasn't too hot. But I would have preferred Kevin O'Connell because Dwayne Haskins was playing well against the Eagles, playing better against the Giants. Looked really, really good. He looked like a real legitimate professional quarterback. Looked like he could really, really be a good player in this league. And Kevin O'Connell was instrumental in calling first down passing plays for Dwayne Haskins, calling that read option that I was personally against. I hated when he ran that read option. He did it against the Jets, and it fell miserably. But they actually went back to it, and it worked perfectly against the Eagles. And I feel like that was Kevin O'Connell's call. He threw in some exotic plays for Dwayne Haskins. And Dwayne Haskins, like I said, he looked like a really, really good quarterback in those two games. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the Eagles defense was trash, which it is. And they were saying, oh, the Giants defense was trash, which it is. But, imagine if Haskins went out there and stunk it up. People would be like, oh, Haskins is trash. But no, Kevin O'Connell finally got him comfortable with those passing plays on first down. Getting him comfortable, getting the ball to Terry McLaurin, getting the ball to Steven Sims, getting Steve Sims open. That was Kevin O'Connell to me. I don't think that was Bill Callahan at all. And he finally let Kevin O'Connell call some plays towards the end of the season. So I really wanted to see. And we all know that what Dwayne said on Twitter, that he wanted Kevin O'Connell to come back. And it's some big question marks. I'm just going to throw some things to think about. You think about what Ron Rivera said at his press conference when he said we have veteran quarterbacks. There will be veteran quarterbacks that will be getting the opportunity. Like I said, it's not going to be Case Keenum and it's not going to be Colt McCoy. I highly doubt that they re-sign those two guys that are free agents this summer. And I really don't think Alex Smith is going to play football again, but that's another topic for another time. But when you look at we're basically the Washington Panthers. That's what we are. We are the Washington Panthers. They might as well take the name Redskins away because we have basically every person on the coaching staff except for Jack Del Rio is somebody who was with Ron Rivera in Carolina. And I'm not surprised because Ron, you want your guys. You go to a new job, you're going to take your guys with you. You're going to take your friends with you. You're going to take your buddies with you. So I get it. I understand. And I trust in Ron. And Ron Rivera we trust. And I feel that way. But him bringing Scott Turner, it's another system for Dwayne Haskins. It is what it is. You just got to learn the playbook. Dwayne, you got to get your nose in the playbook today. Today, you got to get your nose in the playbook today. Start learning it now. I don't want to hear any mess. Somebody allegedly saying Adrian Peterson said he needs to get his nose in the playbook. Dwayne, you got to get your nose in the playbook today. You need to be learning the playbook right now. I know it's snowing outside and whatnot, but go outside, throw a football, get ready, throw football in bad weather, do the things that you need to do, and get ready with Scott Turner. Because it's gonna be a challenging season. But Scott Turner, the positives I'll say for Scott Turner is we saw what he did with Christian McCaffrey. He helped Christian McCaffrey play really well, so that should be really, really good for Darius Guy. Should be good for Adrian Peterson. It should be good for Bryce Love. So those are the positive things I see from Scott Turner. You see Cam Newton got injured and Kyle Allen was their quarterback, and they were still a competitive team with Kyle Allen. They still were like 5-5 or 5-6 or 5-7 with Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen won some ball games. They actually almost beat the Packers. And in Lambeau Field, they just got stopped on the 1-yard line. And then they almost beat somebody else, and they got stopped on the 1-yard line as well. So they actually did a good job with Kyle Allen. And I guess Scott Turner is the reason for that. So I'll give him credit for that without Cam Newton. So those are some positives. And then they said Cam Newton had one of the lowest throwing or completion percentages early in his career, and then he elevated his game, and Scott Turner was instrumental in that progress for Cam Newton. So we'll see. And once again, Cam Newton's a different quarterback from Dwayne Haskins. But Kevin O'Connell, man, I hope he's not one of those guys like a Sean McVay or a Matt Rule or a Kyle Shanahan. One of those guys that leave the building, and you know what? They go on to be a head coach and are successful and take their team deep in the playoffs, take their team to a Super Bowl or something like that, fool around and win a Super Bowl. And everybody's going to be like, oh, my gosh, y'all let Kevin O'Connell out the building. Another young, innovative coach once again. So, all I can say is give this guy, Scott Turner, a chance. I don't think it's the best option for Dwayne Haskins' development, but, we'll see. We'll see. He could really surprise us. Scott Turner has somewhat of a proven track record with Cam Newton. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. I know Ron Rivera is going to want to bring a lot of Panthers players on the way. Most likely I will be doing a free agency video as well. So I feel like he's going to want to bring a lot of Panthers defensive players as well. A lot of people have thrown out Trey Boston. A lot of people have thrown out Bradbury, the cornerback. So, and also thinking about the Giants. Well, I don't know what in the world the Giants are doing. This is why I tip my head to Dan Snyder. I think Dan Snyder, this is probably the best move that he's ever made in his life. Other than firing Bruce Allen, I think him grabbing Ron Rivera, it really, really, really hurt the Cowboys, and it really, really hurt the Giants as well. Because if you make a decision on the coach early, you can get Ron Rivera. You can get somebody better than what they really got. Mike McCarthy's not bad, but the Giants getting Joe Judge or whatever his name is, Judge Judy or whatever. That's a questionable move right there. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say it's a terrible move, but I know that's definitely not the first option. I know that was definitely not. That's definitely not the Giants' first. Matt Rule signing with the Panthers, that was a big surprise to me. So I actually give credit to Dan Snyder for hiring Ron Rivera early out of the gate once he got fired, or just starting the talks with Ron Rivera. Happy Thanksgiving once again. But and I know I've been on a tangent back and forth with different things. There's just so much going on. Might have to do another live stream another time. And I know I've been going back and forth with topics and stuff. But the main video, of course, is about Scott Turner. And we'll see what Dwayne Haskins does. We gotta give the guy 3 years. Now he has half of a year, half of a season. Only had 7 starts out of 16 games. So he had a half of a season. Now he's finally gonna have a full season. We'll see if Ron Rivera even trusts Dwayne Haskins to even start him this season coming up. So we'll see. Like I said, Ron said there's other veteran quarterbacks. I don't know who those other veteran quarterbacks are. Maybe there might be a trade or something. I don't want to speak it into existence, but we'll see what happens. We know he loves his Carolina players, so there's somebody on Carolina, and we know who that guy is. That I don't know if he's going to try to trade for him or what. But like I said, just don't be surprised if Ron tries to do something like that. Just don't be surprised. I don't want it to happen, but the way things are, everybody on the staff coming over, from the trainer to the top to the bottom. Even the guy replacing Eric Schaefer, I think, is from the Panthers as well. So, we're basically the Washington Panthers. So, we'll see, man. I don't know if I'm gonna give this hire a grade at all because it's just too early to tell. So we'll see, man. Let me know what you guys think about this move. Was it the right move? Should he have stayed with Kevin O'Connell? Let me know what you guys think, man. Be safe out there. It's snowing where I'm at, so everybody be safe out there on the road. It's not really sticking, but definitely be safe. Once again, I really wish he would have kept Kevin O'Connell, but in Ron Rivera we trust. All right, y'all. Peace.